Yo, what up? It's January 25th, about 12:30 in the morning. The third Elusive target, also known as the Appraiser, is about to launch in about 7.5 hours. I wish I could have done this video a little earlier, but this is going to be a discovery run video. And again, what that means is because I do these Elusive targets blind, meaning I don't look up anything in advance, what I do is I like to explore the level where the ET is going to happen, and I like to think in advance, come up with plans to get to the location where the target's going to be based on whatever intel I can find. So for example, if you look at this background picture of her, you can see a very distinctive painting, and from that people have been able to figure out what room she will be in if she is actually, if she ends up being in this room in the actual mission. And most likely she will be, but as we saw from last time with the revolutionary, he wasn't really in one of the rooms that was pictured in the briefing video. Now, granted, I didn't notice this, but he was in several different locations in the briefing video. And it turns out that he randomly spawned into one of 3 places. Now, I don't know what the deal is with this person, but most likely she's going to be in a certain room with that painting. And so people have created, like practice custom contracts. So if you're on the PC, you can play this. You can find this contract with this, with this number right here. This target is going to be located in that room with that painting. So if you play this, it's a good way to learn how to get to that room. Another thing you can do is if you go to the featured contracts, one of these, I forget which one. No, it's not a featured contract. I'm sorry. Go to destinations. Isle of Sgail, and then play this one, the Marinello Motivation. This is a good one to play as well, to learn how to get to that room. Anyway, so I'm gonna just do this one. Now, I've unlocked the keep, and this would be my preferred starting point. But I also have a method for doing this from the harbor. If you haven't unlocked anything, then the only option available to you will be the harbor. But also what we know from the first 2 elusive targets is that they will very likely restrict which starting areas are available to you. So if that's the case, very likely, say the harbor would be the only place that will be available to you, or else possibly not the keep, because maybe they'll take that away. So what we'll do is we'll try to come up with a method for doing this from the harbor, and then most likely what I'll bring with me is a breaching charge. I considered lockpick as well as the keycard scrambler thing, but with my method you actually don't need either of those 2 things. I'll bring a coin, and you know what, I haven't actually thought about what to do with this. Morgue. I don't think we need to rely on this one too much, but warehouse is a possibility. Whatever, I'll just pick the phone for now. So yeah, starting outfit really doesn't matter. I'll pick one of these 2. These 2 are new, so I'll pick that one. Alright, so let's run through a method for how to get to that room from the harbor. from the start, you want to just run up ahead.
Ah, one more, I see. Won't you join us? Ah, I see someone's in a hurry to get this done. Well,
now, it's possible to climb up this thing and go that way, but my preferred method is actually just to keep going into the main party area. Then you want to turn to the right, and here you go. Go into this area. You want to go into this room where it says staff only. It will be unlocked. You'll be trespassing once you're inside, but if you just quickly run in and shut the door, no one will care. Don't think we need anything here, but we might as well just pick some things up. It's iron, it's rat poison, etc. So you come out the window, shimmy along the ledge, and up this pipe. And then I think this next part is going to be the riskiest part of the run, at least getting to the area where I want to be. So I think these are the only two guys who can potentially spot you. So when that guy turns around, you can continue this way. Climbing up this ladder, I've always been okay, but you see how he kind of sees me right now? I'm about to get spotted. So I actually got spotted this time. Earlier, I did not get spotted.
Hey, you are trespassing. Stay right there. Sir, I need you to follow me, please.
I should have been a little bit more patient. Yeah, I mean, if I were doing the elusive target, I would have been a bit more patient. I would have waited for him to turn around.
That's good, sir. We'll be out of here right away.
Now I have to go through this process.
That's good. Please keep the pace. Good job, sir. Just keep moving.
Technically, with the current version of Hitman, even if you're caught trespassing like this, as long as you follow the guy out of there, you'll be okay. It actually doesn't ruin your rating. It's kind of funny.
That's good, sir. We'll be out of here right away.
Yeah, so even if this happened during the actual run, just follow him and then follow him to the exit. You'll be okay.
We're all clear, sir. Enjoy your day.
Alright, so just to continue from where we left off. Sorry, it's actually this way. Okay, we're just gonna go back. Just do this again. Yeah, as long as you shut the door, I think you should be okay. Wow, see, that guy actually decided to follow me. So just run through the door and quickly go through the window. Alright, yeah. So there's the dude. You know what? Let's kind of study their movements a little bit. We're already here, so I think they're gonna have a little bit of a dialogue, and then once they're done talking, just be patient, unlike me just now. Here.
And I'm telling you, I don't care how that coconut you found instantly got here. It just seems more likely that the coconut was brought here by one of the Archeans than your theory about multiple migrating swallows.
I just need to grip him by the husk.
I'll grip you by the husk if you don't let this go already.
That wouldn't be a relevant test. You're a lot bigger than a swallow.
Okay, I think I'll be okay like this. Yeah. Even if they see me for a second, I should be alright getting to the top of this ladder. Alright, so anyway, so once you're here, you want to go up the stairs. these two, like, obviously wait until these two guys are not standing there anymore. They will actually be here for quite a while, but they will move eventually, so you just gotta wait. Okay, here we go. Then as long as they're walking away, you can take cover in this tall grass. That harpist is blindfolded, so she won't see you. You just want to walk around the back, and then once you are near the harpist, you can jump down. Now, I've had some trouble before with this guy. Don't get careless around him, that's the only thing. When he's walking away, you can sprint over this way, and then you want to start climbing this pipe on the side of this tower. Now, based on the timing of that guy, I think he can see you, so just wait until he's not looking, and then you start climbing this thing. Once you're at a certain height, you should be okay. Okay, so shimmy along this way. Right, and then you go up here. And then into this window that's like under that staircase. Alright, so just to review, looking at the map, we started off here by the harbor. We went up into the party area. We went into this room, which is trespassing. The rest of it was like climbing up here, climbing around here, up the stairs. And then this is where the funeral area is. Go around the back, sneak this way, and then climb along these walls until you end up here. And then you're in the Constant's office, basically. So the reason why I wanted to get all the way here and not change disguise is because this is pretty much where you would be if you could start at the keep, right? This is the keep starting location. There's also an exit here, which you can use as long as you have a flare. We're going to get that flare, so therefore this exit is actually going to be quite accessible to us. Once you're here, what you want to do is open this door and then throw a distraction in the corner. That guard will hear it, and you can just crouch by this window. Now, the breaching charge is going to be useful here. I don't recall being able to do this in Hitman 1, but in Hitman 2, you can throw the breaching charge, and you can knock people out with it. So once he walks past, you want to close the door so that guy can't see, and then chuck this at his head. It's better to chuck something at his head than to subdue him normally, because I don't know if this is a terrain issue right here or not, but in my experience, I've had him do the punch glitch, which is basically you're behind someone and you're trying to choke them out, but instead of choking them out, they like whip around and you punch them in the face. Also known as the punch glitch, tends to happen when they're standing on uneven ground, like staircase. So just to avoid that, I just throw the breaching charge at his head. Did I pick it up again? I forget. Yeah, I did. Okay. So, if you're the type of person who likes to put bodies away into boxes, which you should put it here. Because if I recall correctly, at some point the constant will come out here. So, therefore, you should definitely put that body away. There's a box here for you to do that. Alright, great. So once you take his disguise, this is going to be a pretty powerful disguise. What you want to do is you want to go out the window where you came in, the one that is in the bathroom. Come back down this way. Right. And you know how we came from this pipe? So rather than going that way, you want to go past the window. Remember, when you're trying to go past the window, don't press the X too early or you'll climb through, right? Wait till you get close enough and then you'll get that prompt. But you have to keep holding the direction, otherwise you'll just see that, right? So to get under this thing, you just go down and then make sure that those two guys aren't patrolling. When they're not looking, you can climb up here. Okay, so yeah, these guys are not enforcers. The constant is not an enforcer. So this part should be fine. Should be able to run through here, run through this way, pick another rat poison if you want. These guys are also not enforcers.
You know that Kronstadt designer in charge of the brain?
Okay, so you want to come down this way. And see, this area is where the target is most likely going to be, inside here. One way to get there is to go down this way. There's no enforcers, but the door is locked. So rather than going that way, you can instead go down here and then shimmy along that ledge, climbing through the windows. Now there is a bit of a risk here, because at some point you'll see there are two guards who are on that lower area. They do patrol from that direction. They come from, yeah, see, here we go, in fact. You can't really see them until it's a little bit too late, because if I started climbing at this point, they can see me and then they'll bust me, right? So the best case scenario is you already see them, so then you can just wait for them and they won't be back for a while, and then you'll know it's safe to go ahead. Otherwise, it is technically a bit of a risk, because you can check, and then just because you don't see them doesn't mean that they're not just outside of your range, that they'll show up later. But here, I managed to see them. If you really don't want to take any chances, wait until you see them, let them pass, and then, oh wow, see, that guy actually almost saw me, which I've never had before. But generally, it's safe to come down here. So then you just go down here. You can come through here. Let me see. I think the only enforcer is that guy.
No way.
Yeah, he's the only enforcer. So yeah, you can come through here. But I think it's better to move past this window and come through here. That should be a last resort if you're about to get spotted by the guys who come this way. So go through here and then you're fine. And in fact, there is a security box right over there that you should take the time to shoot. Alright, most of the time you shoot it, you'll be okay. Nothing happens. Sometimes, if you get unlucky, if you shoot it, it'll say bullet impact noticed. All these guards will go on alert. If that happens, no problem, you just run over here and you hide in this box. Wait for the alert to go away. Very important thing to do is to pick up the flare here, right? You're going to need that to escape later. So, once again, you come in through here, shoot the box, pick up the flare, hide in the box if you need to. Now, there are two doors to this room. This door is locked from the outside, but you can open it from the inside, and once you do that, it's now unlocked from the outside as well. This door is unlocked by a key card from the outside. Even if you open it from the inside, it'll stay locked from the outside, unless you have the key card. So we're not going to worry about that one. The only thing for me to practice, I think, this room, see, that's the painting. That's, you know, indicated in the picture of the target. So most likely the target will come in through here. It's possible that she might come in through here as well. It's possible that she might go up and down those stairs, into the floor below, so we'll take a look at that after this. I just want to show you guys how to clear out this room. It's pretty simple. You can just pick up more objects. But I think the best way to do it is I don't actually like using this. If I turn this off, I'll draw the attention of that custodian right there, the guy who's the target in this map, actually. But he always is facing the computer. And we have limited boxes in this room. We have a box here and a locker over there. So I actually don't like to draw him over here. You'll see why. So I usually start off by throwing a coin into the corner. And you want to be aware of who the enforcers are.
Okay, I'll take it from here.
Okay, because
Sit back and relax.
between the outfit that I have right now versus these raiders outfits versus the custodian outfits, there's always at least one enforcer. So, but as long as you hide here, they won't see you. Chuck the thing in his head. If you want, you can see, like, if I want, I can, where is this guy right now? Doesn't matter. Either way, put his body away. You can leave his gun there by the box. Go do it again. And usually it'll be a guard who investigates.
Please stand back. I'll check it out.
Right. On rare occasion, it might be that ARC member who will check it out. But it doesn't matter. So the guy will see the gun. He'll walk toward the gun.
Figures.
Oh. Alright, so does that. Knock him out. Get the coin back. Alright. Okay, so then what I'm going to do next is throw one more coin.
Find out what that was.
Okay. I want it to be the guard who comes. Here it was the custodian, but, oh no. I was hoping he would tell that guard to go pick up the gun. Yeah.
Okay, I'll take it from here. Just sit back and relax. What the? What idiot would drop this?
Make sure there are no emergency things. Ship out.
Everything in order so far.
I'm not anticipating any delays in delivering the gift, sir.
Good work. Wouldn't have an art without that kind of discipline.
Oh, and remember to check the humidity level on the money every 2 hours.
Alright, let's try this again.
Strange.
Don't move. I'll go check.
Alright, great.
Fine.
Yeah, so you want that guy to go. At this point, obviously there's no more space here, but that's fine. Leave his body here for a second. And then next, you want to throw a coin in this corner.
Weird.
And then the architect, whatever he's called.
People are just that easy.
Okay.
Behavior.
Just wait for this guy to turn around. Knock him out. He won't hear. And then you can put him over here. then he has the ARC key card, by the way, which will open this door. But I think you have to be in my raider outfit to actually use it without getting in trouble. Anyway, so look, if you draw a guy into the back corner of this room and you knock him out, that custodian won't hear it. But if the role was reversed, right? If he was going to the back of the room and the architect who was over here, like, he would hear it if you were to knock someone out, I think.
Okay, and don't forget to report in if you meet.
So that's a risk, and you don't want that.
Under wraps.
Alright, so now that he's the last guy, you can just take him out. Actually, he's my target in this contract, so I'll just kill him. But, put him away. Alright, so 4 bodies are hidden. The 5th person, who's still back over here, personally, I would move him behind this thing, and he should be out of view, and I don't need to forget that his body is there and open one of the doors and have someone see it. Now, you want him, just to be safe, you want all of him to be past this corner, like to the left of this corner. Then you can move his body, like, you can rotate it a bit if you're worried about the other edge being visible. But based on the position of the door, if it sticks out a bit past its left edge, it still won't be visible. See? So you can just leave him here, as long as no one comes in, right? I'm assuming here that with the elusive target, no one else will come in. If they do, we're going to have to rethink this strategy. This cabinet will open with the warehouse key that one of these guys dropped. But it's just an office key card. And I'm not even sure, I forget which, this might be one of the upper floors, doesn't really matter. Okay, so that's how we clear out this room, keeping in mind that we do have an extra body. If hiding all bodies is important, then we just won't take out that custodian who's over here. Because then we can, the body that was over here, we can drag that around and chuck it in that closet. But anyway, next we're going to have to worry about clearing out this area. So one way to do that, you probably want to start with this guy. Okay, so the way to do that is to use this distraction. But I'm just worried about the timing with that guard. So I'm going to wait till that walking guard leaves this corner. It's probably the best time to do it. After I turn that thing on, that guy will hear it shortly after that. I want to quickly take him out. Throw him in this box. I think it should be hidden from view from that patrolling guard. And let's just turn this thing off. I believe... Let's try throwing a coin, see if that guy checks it out.
Alright, stay put. I'll take a look.
Okay, good. So, to take out this guy, we can just wait for him to come back.
Yeah, okay, I totally understand.
And then, oops. Anyway, point being that this is should be a relatively safe spot. Okay. Let's see. In terms of these other guys, okay, so this painting guy, if you were to turn off this fuse box, he would be the one to go check it out. So if I still had space in this thing, I could take him out that way. The way to have space in this thing is the patrolling guard, instead of taking him out here, I could have taken him out while he was over here. So he walks in a square, right? So when he comes to the corner closest to where I am, which would be like kind of right there, what I could do is I could throw a coin like here, and then he'll come, and then what I do is I knock him out and then I dump him in that box right there. But the only thing about that is you have to pay attention to the positioning of these two people. I've seen it happen before where, see how she's over there? She may see you if you knock out that dude. So that's why this is a little bit risky. Remember, this is the door that's locked that I pointed out earlier. Once you open it from this side, it'll be forever unlocked. That is an enforcer of the Raider's outfit, so you want to keep that in mind. You know, at this point, let me just check. It might actually be better to be in the elite guard outfit. Oops. Just drop this. Because it's not enforced by these guys. The only enforcer of this outfit is the elite guard who was standing over here. So, right. There's a coin here, so I'll pick that up. Alright, so 2 bodies can go into that closet, but you do have 3 people at this point, and only space for 2. Keep in mind that this window, oh, there's a wrench here. This window is a good spot to hide a target body, right? So, supposing that we kill the Appraiser, and we want to preserve like space in the other containers, we should dump her out here. And then this whole area is not accessible, so no one will ever find this body. So this is like as good as a container. It's basically like an infinite container that kills you, so you only want to use it for the target. But again, so there's enough space for only 4 unconscious bodies. Any extras, I would consider bringing them into this area to knock them out. If it's a guard, I can drop a gun. They'll find it, they'll pick it up, they'll walk through here and put the gun away, and then you can take them out while they're here. If I were to go that way, I would want to keep in mind this body might be seen, so I would just drag it and leave it along the long side over here. Anything else to keep in mind? Yeah, maybe I should practice taking these guys out, because I just want to make sure that I don't get spotted putting the body away. So I think in this case it's only the girl who keeps moving back and forth. Yeah, so I'm just gonna drop a coin here.
Do me a favor and go check that out, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so if the girl goes to check it out, then the guy's not going to turn around. This is the better scenario. If the guy goes to check it out, you want to make sure that the girl's not in the bad position. Alright, let's take her out. Throw her in the closet, and then at this point you can just get the other guy if you need to.
What was that noise?
Oops. painter dude. If he's alone, then taking him out is easy. If he's not, and you need to get him out, just use this. And then that will always draw his attention.
So what about that wire? Now I'll cut it.
He's got a warehouse key. Okay. Right, so we have too many bodies. If you have an extra body, then you can always hide it back in this room. So yeah, so there's a couple possibilities. We're not really gonna know what the deal is until we actually play the target. But I feel adequately prepared. I think we'll be able to improvise something if it gets too crazy. The only other thing we want to analyze, I think, is the floor below. So let's pick up this coin. The floor below. Let's see. So, looks like the elite guard outfit is probably best because we have no enforcers here. Right? I'm just going to quickly check the other ones. Yeah, we don't need to check the architect outfit. Right, so we have one enforcer of the custodian outfit. And then for the raiders, we have one enforcer. So obviously, elite guard is probably the way to go. Yeah, you know what? Let's just check the architect real quick. Okay, also no enforcers, but then obviously with an architect outfit we can't have weapons. Let me just see if this is trespassing or not. No, it's not trespassing. Okay, so architect or elite guard, but elite guard's probably better because you can have guns. The enforcer situation could always be different once you have the target here walking around. So we'll check between this architect and elite guard outfits. And then let's see. Let's just check the box situation here. This is the place where we stash the pickup, by the way. So if there's something we need, we can always come down here and get it. I haven't even decided what I would stash here. Brought a phone this time, but really it could be anything. I'll have to think about this before I try this contract. Let me see. So in terms of actual places to stash bodies, yeah, it's getting too complicated once you go out this way. Oh, okay, well here's a... If I drag a body out here, I don't think these guys will see it. I just need to be wary of any patrols. Like, okay, so remember that area is where I said it's kind of dangerous. You can get caught because you have the two patrolling guards who like come around this way. So obviously you want to make sure they're not there if you're going to drag a body out here. How many individuals do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5. 5 people. 1 box out here. They can fit 2. And is that a... Yeah, this is another box where you can fit... See, that I don't like his positioning because I don't know if he can see me doing something illegal here. Here's one way we can test it. We can pull out a gun. Yeah, see, he can see me because the alert meter is building. So this is actually kind of tricky, given his positioning. Let's see what's going on in this room. So, unlocked, unlocked.
So let me see if I got this straight.
Okay. 2 people
They employ an
in here.
scientist and engineer.
1 box.
Crazy project.
Yep. Architects. Arc. Get it? Bet they stayed up all night for that one.
Right. So, ARC members, they're the VIP investors, while ARC patrons are the lowest tier clients, basically, who buy ARC Society products but have no influence.
That's right.
So, well, who's on the council then?
Okay, I'm just gonna wait for them to stop talking so then I can see what their patrol route is.
The first investors to join the Arc Society back in '91. They're all energy CEOs. Hanson Oil, Planetary, Terrestrial Coal Company. People who share Jacob's fear about the environmental collapse, for obvious reasons. Anyway, the original 5 still have special status to this day. Like deciding which projects to greenlight.
Energy companies, huh? The people who do the most damage suffer the fewest consequences. Go figure. How did old Janice convince them, though? Why the hell would some of the most powerful businessmen in the West trust a former Soviet spy?
Ah, now you've hit the nail on the head. Some people believe that Janus has a hidden backer, a secret influencer that informs Arc Society decisions to this day.
No kidding. A hidden hand. A puppet master. An eminence grise.
Oh shit. You'll be obsessing about this all night now, won't you?
Okay, so she's over there, he's over there. So from here I can subdue her like that. Yeah, I might just do that. As long as he doesn't turn around, we'll be okay. And then we can knock him out like that. So hopefully no patrols come in this way. We'll have to study the target's movements. So once we put those 2 guys away, looks like we'll have an entire room with which to hide bodies. We can also throw out a dead body, right? So if the target comes here, this might be a good place to take her out. Yeah, I don't think anyone will see the body being tossed because the angle is just right, and then no one will ever see it down there. So this is a good place to take out the target if she goes here. But otherwise, in terms of the 5 people in this room, we can probably lure them here one at a time. I don't want to be caught carrying a body as I walk past this window. So in fact, just quickly looking at this window, we can see that doorway, right? And therefore that's probably not a good doorway to be dragging a body through. So if we do need to take a body from this room to this room, we'll go through this door. And then we should probably... Okay, so let's be doing something illegal. Let's take out this gun. If I take them around this way and kind of just avoid the window and drop them sort of like here, then we should still be able to clear any like sight lines from this room. Yeah. So why don't I try a little bit of that. Let's just try to like get this guy's attention. And then maybe I'll even drop a gun here so then he'll walk farther into the room. Maybe even that radio can help. Okay.
Say what? Not the sort of...
Okay, so we do that. Then, oh, warehouse key, cool. Yeah, I think we can easily drag people over to this area. Now, here's a closed window. I don't think people can see you through that, not sure. Open window, they definitely can. So let's just test it. Let's see if, I guess we can't test it right now. Okay, that guy kind of turned around. No, but he's not seeing me, so I think we should be okay. Dragging bodies to this window. Oops, I didn't want to do that. I want to drop this gun. Okay, so remember that guy was a pain because he can see that box.
Excuse me?
Now that he's gone, we should be able to do this.
Huh, strange.
You stay here.
Okay, sure.
And then let's see if he's too close that he might hear the sound of me taking him out. Okay, we're good. We might be kind of borderline. So this will be we'll call this like a risky action. But as long as he doesn't hear it, even if he does hear it, I think you have a little bit of time to react. Quickly throw the body away into that box, and then drop the gun down the shaft. Alright, whatever, it doesn't matter. Maybe I can actually tuck the gun behind the box by putting it there and then getting in. Alright, so the gun is actually tucked behind the box now. Great. Okay, and then now we will try to get another guy here.
You just go and check it out.
No worries.
Keeps happening where he doesn't pick up the body correctly. Alright, okay, so just two more people. Should be relatively easy to clear out because I just need to like get one person's attention and then I can take them both out.
Give me a solid. Check that out, will you?
Okay.
So he's down and he's down. And again, you know, as long as the elusive target doesn't go into this room, we can just carry their bodies into this area. So, you know, options. Did I see something I can pick up? Or whatever. Okay, so yeah, it's just important to remember not to go through that door. Because you never know who might spot you through a window or something ridiculous. Okay, alright. Okay, so with all these areas covered, I'm fairly confident we don't need to do any more analysis. We have quite a few options open to us. When I finally do play this, if she never ends up coming into this area, man, that's gonna suck. But, you know, whatever. Alright, so on the way out of here, the most risk-free way to do it is not to be shimmying along this ledge anymore. It's to go out here. Let me see. He's an enforcer. He's an enforcer, so probably it's better to be the elite guard at this point. So let's just do that. Yeah, I think elite guard is best. So we're gonna come out this way. No enforcers. Just go up these stairs, and then we're just gonna retrace our steps. Go back up to the keep, basically. So this way, this way, this way, and then it doesn't matter which way you go, this side or this side, but you need to just make sure that the guard is not looking. So since this guy turned around first, we'll just go this way. Don't bump into him. If you bump into him, he'll be looking at you at this point. So don't bump into him, and then climb down, and then you're all set. No matter which way you go, you will be able to... Oh. He saw me, but he didn't see me. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think I'll be okay if that happens, but might want to just check for that, just in case. Yeah, so we'll go back up here. You know, if I had gone the other way, like left instead of right, which I'm now thinking maybe I'll do, then keep following the pipe, and you'll basically end up over here. Like, you'll come around that corner, and then you'll be able to climb up that pipe right there, and then shimmy along and come up to here. So either way, you'll end up back here, and then what we like to do is just to get back into our original suit. Then we're like pretty much free at this point. Come back up here, and then this is why we picked up the flare earlier. Don't throw it, because if you throw it, you'll waste it. Come back up here. You still have the flare. You can exit from here. Right, so that's going to be our plan tomorrow when we do our blind run. Hopefully that covers it. Thank you guys for watching. Next time I will do the discovery run video a little bit earlier. Peace.